Okay, I made a bunch of attempts at this, and they didn't quite fit right. They overlapped too much, or they didn't come around enough. So, live and learn. I now have these crazy purple rib cages that I can use for my next Halloween monster movie project. And of course, that's going to be for Purple Disco Alien Man. But what I learned is you can wing it so far, but sometimes you gotta measure a little. 20 inches seems to be like a good amount, because I tried 16 inches and I tried 24. One was too big, one was too small. It's like the Goldilocks effect. So I feel like 20 will work well. But let's start with the medium-sized stone first and see what we need to do here. Now, I always often like to start with the top loop, although you can switch it around if you find midway and make one of the other loops your loop, but in any case, start with a loop. And figure out what we want to do here. So, I feel like we're going to have one arm here, coming around, one arm here. One arm here, one arm here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I feel like this is going to be enough to get it around the first part. That's going to be more than enough. So if it's too much, rather than undo it, let's just give it a little squiggle. Bend it a little, and then bend it back. Alright, I think that might be cool. Hopefully, we'll see. We're going to need another one. To get these tight, sometimes you got it carefully because you don't want to scratch the coating off. Squeeze them. Alright, this one is just going to be nonsense. I was trying to make this civilized and good, but this is just going to be a wacky, crazy alien, just like... In fact, this is going to be worse than ever. See what happens when I try to measure? It just ends up... You know what? I give up. Let's just do this. If it comes out wild and weird, then it does. And if it comes out horrible, then it does. And we're just gonna go with it because I have no idea what's gonna happen at this point. All I know is if you make enough of these, you'll start to get a feel for how much wire you need based on the stone. Well, that's pretty much it right there. I just make this guy start dancing with his purple arms and legs and his stone body. I feel like that's it. That's all we need in life. Alright, so that one should be good. And so we didn't quite need that much. This one we're going to need more. Let's see if this one actually works. It might just... So good so far. This takes a lot of pressure to keep the stone and the wire from sliding around each other. That's cool, I like that so far. Let's get this to the edge of the table so I can get better leverage. I like that. I like that idea. Let's get this last guy to do something. Let's see what's happening on the back too. Alright, not bad. He needs a little bit of a pinch. Move him over there. Now we can bend him a little bit just to get a finger hold in there. And already I can feel like the stone is starting to be secure. Let's press him in. This can get pinched a little more. Okay. What are these guys going to do? He's going to come up here, and that's enough right there. feel like more than that would overdo it. So what do we do with this extra wire? Well, first, let's get these in the back all straightened out. These two are overlapping. I'm trying not to have them overlap if possible. Although in the past, their overlap has made some cool effects, but try not to scratch the stone too much too, even though this is the back of it. When you have patterns like this, you move one wire and the rest of it moves, and then you got to move it back, and then you got to move it again. And all right, that's going to be an overlap. Maybe, unless I can move. Okay, I got that out of the way. If I can maneuver this part around those guys, that would be really cool. I don't know if I can do it. Let's find out. Ooh, I think I got it in there. Look at that. That's wild. It's actually making it really strong, too. Whoa. That's cool. I've never done that before. Okay. Let's get it in there. And yeah, I feel like that's going to scarf that guy right there. Except now this needs to be flat against the stone. And this needs to... All right. So you're wrestling. This is a lot of wrestling. And... wow. Just when I think, nah, it looks like a mess, it's a total mess. And then it turns out okay. Let's try to roll this really tight here. Gotta go to the edge of the table again sometimes. All right, that's I can't help it. That's going to overlap, so hopefully it doesn't look too terrible. And this needs to be tighter. That needs to be tighter. That needs to be tighter. Believe it or not, just when you think, oh, there's no way this is going to work, it really starts to work. You know what? I don't want him there. I'm going to turn this guy more up. I'm going to use this to come down here. This, instead of scarfing it, I'm going to use it to come down here and anchor. It's the first time I've tried to anchor something like this. Usually I try to make it as simple as possible, but this guy is just not going to be strong otherwise. So I think I'm going to see if I can anchor him under here. Pull that up. This is a totally new idea. I don't even know if it'll stay in there. All right. No, that's not going to work. Let's get it in here. This is crazy. Are you guys still watching? This is like a huge craziness. All right, let's hold off on this guy. This guy, I want to make him come around and kind of scarf like an arm across his neck. Like, whoa. He's that actually doesn't look too bad. Wow, that actually looks kind of cool. Okay. It's very alien, very awesome. I'm loving it. Oh, I just scratched that purple right there, but I can touch that up with some nail polish. Get yourself some purple nail polish. You can get that usually you can find some at the dollar store too. So that's $1 more you're paying, but that's it. Between the wire, the stones, and the nail polish, it's $3. And you can make some really cool pendants. In fact, not just cool pendants, but pendants different than everybody else is making. All right, I think I got that coiled in there. Look at that. Random, totally weird. It's going to stick out against whoever is trying to wear it, so I can't leave it like that. I mean, I can, but that's not my style. To have it that, you know, stabbing you in the collarbone or wherever your stomach, however you're wearing it. But at least there's no sharp end that's going to point or scratch you. That's not the worst thing. Actually, that's not terrible. I'm really feeling this. Okay, so I'm going to call this one a semi-success. I feel like I might not be able to sell it for $1 million, but somebody would like to wear it to a party as a conversation piece. That would be pretty fun. And it's pretty stable. It's a little wobbly, but there have been a lot of pieces people have made wire wrapping that are much less stable. You know what that... All right, we'll leave that aside for now. Go for the next one. Let's hammer this guy. Not bad. Just tighten him up a little. I always leave this long end in case you haven't watched the other videos, so I can scarf the top loop after I wrap it and bring it all together. Let's see if this works. I feel like it's going to be too much again, but let's find out what happens. So one arm over the top. Bam. And his head got twisted out. Get that back. Tighten that up. Another arm cross. Oh, this is kind of working out. That's cool. I like that. Push that back. Okay, push this in a little more. All right, get that leg over the top. Good. All right, let's get this turned a little so we have room for this one. Let's make this a little tighter. Let's turn him a little, and he's in. He's not really, he's overlapping a little. Let's try to get this guy out of the way a little more. And it works. Let's turn this guy a little bit. And it works. Lo and behold, you can mold this stuff even after you hammer it. We're learning new stuff every day. Turn him. Ooh. And it works. Look at this. This is going to be a cool one. Squeeze. You just got to believe. Press. That is, I want that tighter. Maybe if I put like a napkin and then press it so I won't scratch it. But then I can't see what I'm doing. Maybe if I use this part of the pliers. Let's see. Yeah, I couldn't really see what I was doing. Let's do the scarf part, then we might have more control. So this guy's going to come around and come across. Just bring the neck out a little bit. We want it tighter across there. It's not coming tight. I'm going to pinch it. Turn it right there. Give it a pinch. There we go. All right, come around. See, it got a little bent there. Okay. All right, it's good. The scarf is going to go. Scarf. Scarf. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good scarf. I feel it. Get your cutters, cut it halfway across. Tuck in that sharp end. Pinch it in, and then pinch down to get rid of any sharp corner that might still be sticking out. Look, that's a good scarf. That is a good scarf. All right. Make sure that sharp end is not coming out the other side. All right. This is going to make some finger strength on you guys. Oh my goodness. So you can apparently still mold this quite a bit after you hammer it. All right, that needs to come around. And you bring, that's the last part right here. We need to just bring this around. Maybe we can roll it on the table. Not bad, not bad. All right, so we need this guy to cover a little bit more right there. So we got to turn him a little more. And now this guy can come out back where he was, like that. And press, these guys keep popping up in the back, press them back, and that is secure. Little scuff marks here and there. Get some purple nail polish or some any kind of metallic, like a purple Sharpie sometimes will help. I actually have a metallic purple Sharpie somewhere around here, believe it or not. You need to pull, still want to pull him out a little more. There we go, that's better. This will give you a workout, guys. But I believe you can do it. And if you keep practicing and you plan a little better than I do, and you're not afraid to mess up 10 or 11 times, you'll start getting a system down. And then, I mean, you could get, like, you could play with tons of these. You get all the stones for $1. The stones come up like 3 cents each. All right, so we got this one. We got this one. And let's try for our last little one. This little baby flat one, I feel like it needs very little wire. I started to make this one. That's way too much. So let's try again. All right. So I think I'm going to do the scorpion tail for this. That was in another video. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I think this might work. Scorpion tail, you just go back and forth like this. Some people say it looks kind of like a lobster tail. You can call it whatever you want. Just don't tell me you're calling it something different, because if I find out you changed the name, I'm gonna be really upset. Like I'm gonna just be very, very beside myself. Looks like a butterfly, like a fat butterfly. All right, I think that's gonna be good so far, right? We'll come do one more of these, one more of these, and let's tighten these a little bit. Okay, all right. Let's see. All right, I feel like that's gonna be good. Now, the bottom part we need to make the tail. The whole thing is like a tail, but the bottom part is like a more of a tail. You know what I mean? Probably not, because it doesn't make any sense. But we're just gonna make little, tiny bends, because that's gonna fold up over the front. And keep going. I think that's good. Let's hammer him. All right, let's see. Where's the front and back? I feel like this is the front of the stone. All right, ready? Are you guys ready? Let's do this. The first fold comes around. Second fold comes around. You gotta kind of keep those back parts from flopping back up. This is actually very hard, because I don't have much leverage to bend it. I was worried about overkilling and having the arms overlap, and I actually are barely coming around, but I think they're going to come around just enough to hold it still, and then the tail will finish it up. This is very... Okay, we got this. Let's just do little curves, little bending a little bit at a time. Man, that bottom is not even holding it. Okay, a little bit of curve, a little bit of curve. I'm learning with you guys, because, well, obviously you can tell that. All right, so this guy, see what's happening back here? Let's push everything down if we can. Doesn't want to go down. It wants to stay, wants to keep sliding back up. All right, there we go. We got that there. Look at that. There's like nothing in the front. This tail is going to be the whole part of it. So, therefore, let's make this tail really last. Let's bend him even more. Let's make him do some dancing. Wiggle him back and forth. I like it, but I feel like, looks like purple lightning now. I feel like I should just try it again. Let's see. I think I used up all my wire. Nope, I have one piece left. No, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make it work somehow, you and me. Let's figure it out. Pull this down. Bend this more. There you go. He's snuck in there. He's snuck in around there. Now there's no overlap. Okay. He's in. And he is coming around the scarf. Yes. Oh, baby. We're about to give up there. All right, let's tuck this. Probably could have bent him more to cover up more of those spots. Well, he's really strong. This is the strongest one. No surprise, because it's a flat stone and it's a small stone. So those should technically be easier to make strong. But I don't like that empty spot right there. It's just bothering me. Well, let's cut this. See what we could do about that in a second. Okay. We have a little bit of wire left. Oh, we still have this guy. I feel like we just need one more piece of purple lightning to just come up there. Let's see if we can add it. I'm going to take this one apart because this is the last of my wire. So I'm just going to cut a straight piece and just see what I need to do. Probably not going to need this much. Always, since it's my last piece anyway, we'll just try to be more safe than sorry. Straighten it out as best we can and hammer it flat. All right, let's figure this out. It can come up through here and then go through there. So why don't we just do that, and then we'll figure out what to do with the middle part of the wire. So we want to start right here, and we're going to bend. Come on. Bend. Okay. Good so far. Bend. Gonna have to use pliers for this. Want to kind of mimic the other lightning part, so he can't be too straight. He has to be kind of squiggly. I should have probably made him squiggly before I hammered him, but again, live and learn. Okay. Oh man, that is some really intense. I'm glad this aluminum hasn't broken on me yet. All right, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get, and that's actually not bad. All right, want him up higher here. I'm not sure I'm gonna get what I want. All right, that's as good as I'm gonna get there. All right, what's happening up here? Over here, there's nowhere to put these pieces. We're gonna have to fold them over each other. There's nothing else to do. This guy can scarf again. All right, so this guy, just to anchor it, let's make the scarf fatter. Sorry, I'm making your scarf fatter here. Can we go around one more time? Nah, that's too fat. It looks bulky. All right. Can we tuck it? Is that enough to tuck it? I don't know. We're gonna have to go around one more time, make it bulky. Okay. All right, so it's a little bulky. Now we can tuck it tighter. Hope that was on camera. All right, that's a good tuck. He's good. Still have enough room for a jump ring up there. All right, this guy's sticking out. Like, hey, hitchhiking, I'm going this way. Now we do have, that one still needs to roll around more. Can we just have a third lightning? Yeah, let's do it. Let's make him a lightning first and then see if we can do this. Ready? This is hard. We're turning him on his side instead of how we're used to turning him. All right, let's bring him around here. And he's gonna have to fold over there. That's actually not terrible. That doesn't look too bad. And we'll fold him back here. And boom. I think we got it. I don't want this sharp. There's nowhere to tuck that sharp. Actually, can we tuck it under here? Let's find out. This is gonna be the weirdest thing yet. If I can get under there. I don't even know if I can get under. I'm gonna use my cutters to try to get under there. Oh, look at that. It's pinching it open. It's squeezing under there. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Let's get it under there and then jam it under there. Pull this up. Oh man, that was hard. Hold up. Jam it in. Squeeze. Pinch it. Oh, it's in. Oh my gosh. It's the weirdest. It's like doing surgery. I feel like I'm in a 16-hour surgery with a I delivered a black stone baby with a purple purple mummification issue. That's the wildest, weirdest thing ever. Only a mother could love it. But fortunately I am kind of its mother, so I do love it. Hopefully you guys who got to witness. Look, it's swaddled just like a baby. All right. There they are. Crazy wild. Black gunmetal jump rings because it's really hard to find purple jump rings, and you don't want to try to make the jump rings out of this aluminum. It's not going to be strong enough, or it's going to be weird. But black looks good. We have black and purple. More black. Black's not going to hurt. And also, these are 10 millimeters, so get some nice big chunky ones. 8 millimeter would work too, but I think this is going to be good.